Think you're prepared for TSA? Think again. In 2025, TSA's rules are stricter than ever, and everyday items you never thought twice about could be taken from you. What can you really bring through TSA this year? Let's jump into the top items that TSA is cracking down on this year. These items could easily ruin your airport experience if you're not careful. First up, smart luggage with non-removable batteries. If you've got high-tech luggage, check those batteries before you go. Next, loose lithium batteries and power banks. TSA wants them in your carry-on clearly labeled. Large alcohol bottles over 140 proof? You're not getting through with them. And be careful with prescription meds. Without proper documentation, they could be taken too. Stay tuned for more items you'll need to avoid at TSA in 2025. The big reveal: common items TSA will confiscate in 2025. Number 1, smart luggage with non-removable batteries. Smart luggage that's too smart for TSA? In 2025, TSA is cracking down on luggage with non-removable batteries. While these high-tech bags are convenient, TSA doesn't want anything with a battery that can't be easily removed. What? Simple. Batteries pose a fire risk, and if you can't remove it for safety checks, that's a major problem. So, if you've got one of these bags, double-check if the battery is detachable. If it's not, you'll have to leave it behind at the checkpoint or risk TSA taking it from you. To avoid the hassle, look for luggage with removable batteries or opt for a classic carry-on instead. The rule is simple: if it can't be removed, it's not going through. So keep that in mind before packing. Number 2, loose lithium batteries and power banks. Those extra power banks you carry for long flights? TSA has strict rules when it comes to loose lithium batteries and power banks. In 2025, you can't just toss them into your checked luggage. TSA wants them in your carry-on clearly labeled and within the wattage limits. If your power bank isn't labeled or exceeds the allowed wattage, you risk having it confiscated at security. For a smooth trip, make sure your power bank is easily accessible in your carry-on, and verify that it complies with TSA's rules. Generally, anything above 100 watt-hours won't make it through. To avoid the hassle, pack it right, keep it handy, and be prepared to show it off at security. Don't risk losing that essential item halfway through your travels. Number 3, large alcohol bottles over 140 proof. Love your 151 proof rum? Well, TSA doesn't. In 2025, any alcohol over 140 proof is officially off-limits for air travel. While you can bring smaller bottles of liquor, anything stronger than 140 proof poses a safety risk, especially because of its highly flammable nature. So if you're planning to bring that rare bottle with a higher alcohol content, you're better off leaving it at home. TSA's regulations are clear. The limit for alcohol in your carry-on is 140 proof, and anything beyond that won't make it through. To avoid disappointment at the security checkpoint, make sure your bottles stay within the safe range, or just save that special bottle for a trip after you land. Don't risk losing it at the gate. Now that you know the rules, make sure to double-check your bottles before your next flight. If you've had your own TSA horror stories with alcohol or anything else, drop a comment below. I want to hear your experiences. Don't forget to like this video if it helped, and make sure to subscribe for more travel tips that'll keep your airport experience smooth and stress-free. Safe travels, and remember, don't let TSA catch you off guard. Number 4, medications without proper documentation. Got prescription medication? Don't leave home without the proper documentation. TSA is strict about medications, and without a doctor's note or the prescription bottle, you could risk having your meds confiscated. This includes over-the-counter drugs or anything you take regularly. To avoid the hassle, make sure your medication is clearly labeled with your name, the prescription details, and the dosage. A doctor's note helps clarify any questions TSA might have about your medication's necessity. Keep your meds in their original packaging and easily accessible in your carry-on. If TSA can't identify the medication or verify its legitimacy, they could take it. No exceptions. Don't let something as important as your health get jeopardized. Be prepared and have your documentation ready at all times. Number 5, sharp objects and corkscrews. Corkscrews, scissors, tweezers. TSA won't let you through with any sharp objects in your carry-on, no matter how harmless they seem. Whether you're planning to pop open a bottle of wine or just carry a pair of nail scissors, TSA's strict rules apply. Sharp items, even small ones, can be seen as a potential threat to flight safety, so they're a no-go in your cabin luggage. The only exception: these items can go in your checked baggage. So, if you really need that corkscrew or scissors for your trip, pack them safely in your checked bag. Otherwise, expect TSA to confiscate them at the checkpoint. To save yourself the frustration, Double-check your carry-on before heading to security and leave those sharp objects behind. Number 6. Too many liquids. Overpacking liquids? That's a quick way to get flagged by TSA. Remember the 3-1-1 rule, 3.4 ounces max per item, and everything must fit into a single, clear, quart-sized bag. This applies to all liquids, gels, and aerosols, whether it's shampoo, toothpaste, or even hand sanitizer. If it's over 3.4 ounces, you won't be allowed to bring it through security, no exceptions. It's easy to forget, but if your liquids aren't properly packed, expect them to be confiscated. To avoid this, use travel-sized containers and be mindful of what's in your bag. If you're carrying anything larger, either check it in your luggage or leave it at home. Stick to the 3-1-1 rule, and you'll sail through TSA without a hitch. Number 7. Mobility aids. Need mobility aids like walking sticks or canes? TSA might flag them as camping gear, and that's a problem. Although these items are essential for some travelers, TSA can sometimes treat them as something that poses a security risk, or simply as an inconvenience. To avoid the hassle, always check with your airline's policy before flying. Some airlines will allow these items in the cabin, but others might require you to check them. Make sure your cane or mobility aid is within regulations and packed properly to avoid unnecessary delays. If you need these aids to move through the airport, don't risk it. Double-check the guidelines and ensure TSA doesn't give you extra trouble when you need it the most. TSA horror stories, the absurdity of some confiscations. Number 1. The cough syrup confiscation. One traveler had their bottle of over-the-counter cough syrup confiscated because a TSA agent wasn't sure about the ingredients. Seriously, TSA? It's just cough syrup, not a bomb. The agent insisted that they couldn't let it through without confirming its contents. We get it, safety first, but when you're taking a simple remedy away from someone just trying to feel better, things have gone too far. It's a classic case of TSA going a little overboard with their precautionary measures. What's next? Banning throat lozenges for being too suspicious? Number 2. The souvenir stone incident. Here's a wild one. A traveler had their souvenir stone from a spa confiscated because TSA decided it looked suspicious. Yep, you heard that right, a rock. TSA even told them, you can't bring rocks through security. Who knew rocks were considered dangerous? This passenger was just trying to bring back a piece of their vacation, but instead they ended up losing it to TSA. I guess rocks are now on the terrorist watch list. If you're ever traveling with a stone, better check with TSA first. It might just become a security threat. Number 3. The elderly detention. Imagine being an elderly woman heading to your flight and suddenly TSA detains you for hours. What? Because they thought her body lotion could be related to bomb-making chemicals. Yes, body lotion. TSA decided her personal care item was more dangerous than an explosive. She missed her flight, endured a strip search, and was treated like a criminal over lotion. No apologies, no compensation, just an incredibly demeaning experience. Talk about taking security too far. This poor woman was traumatized, and TSA? Well, they just continued on, oblivious to the damage caused by their overreaching procedures. Pro tips: how to avoid TSA confiscations. Now, let's make sure you don't fall victim to TSA's overzealous rules. Here's how you can stay one step ahead. Tip 1. Properly label your medications. Always carry prescriptions or a doctor's note for any medication. This prevents TSA from confiscating something vital to your health. Tip 2. Double-check your liquids. If you're traveling with liquid items, make sure they follow the 3-1-1 rule. No excuses, keep your liquids to 3.4 ounces max. Tip 3. Avoid smart luggage hassles. If you've got smart luggage, double-check that the battery is removable. If it isn't, leave it behind or risk it being seized. Tip 4. Pack sharp objects and tools in checked baggage. For anything with sharp edges, scissors, tweezers, or a corkscrew, make sure they're safely tucked away in your checked bag. TSA doesn't have to ruin your travel experience. With these tips, you'll breeze through security and avoid the headache of having your items seized. Remember, preparation is key. Stay informed and you'll be ready for anything TSA throws your way. Did you have any TSA horror stories? Or do you have tips that helped you avoid confiscation? Drop a comment below, I'd love to hear your experiences. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more travel tips. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.